Get ready to face my wrath, Crash Bandicoot! A Universal Interactive Studios production. Developed by Traveler's Tales. Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex.
Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex came out in 2002. This was the very first Crash Bandicoot game to be put on PlayStation 2. It was also put on Xbox. This game had a lot to fulfill because it was the first second generation game. Expectations were high, but were they delivered? On to reception of this game. Well, this game wasn't exactly the best that it could be. It was kind of continuing the whole thing from Crash Warped with collecting crystals. Pretty much the same thing. Wonderful 3D graphics, much liking. It was given about 65% for ratings, and it was criticized for horrible bad load times. Because this game, instead of loading levels piece by piece, while you were playing, it just did it all at once, so it took a long time to load. This game was created by Traveler's Tales, also known as TT, famous for making Lego games. Yes, on to the story of this game. This one takes place sometime after Crash Warped. Well, oh, so are they babies? Actually, no. Cortex is not a baby. It doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I mean, the story of this game starts out, Uka Uka is having a meeting in the giant space station with all the villains, and he's not happy because things haven't been working out so great. But Cortex, he has been working on a secret project to destroy Crash Bandicoot forever.
In my scientific endeavors, I've been able to create a genetically advanced superweapon of unbelievable strength. But the power source is the final missing crucial element.
But Uka Uka suggests he uses magical masks. Wow, more magical masks! Well, I guess,
Right! The elementals, that's it! If released, their destructive energy could create enough power to bring my secret weapon to life.
Anyway, they're called the elementals, and they control all 4 elements. And that will give enough power for Cortex's project. What is the project? Yeah, what's the project? Find out in a minute. So anyway, Uka Uka releases the elementals, and Aku Aku senses this again. Well, what, he's got sensors? Is he like a submarine or something?
What have I got? What have I got?
Yeah, we really went over this. So anyway, Aku Aku senses this. So, I guess, he goes over to this place in space. Oh, place in space? Yeah. And it's all like, oh, there's...
No, not the elementals. Uka Uka, why did you release them? Don't you know what happened the last time they were free?
On the contrary, Aku Aku. It spells disaster for you and that precious planet you care so much about.
Then Aku Aku comes back home and tells Crash that they have to collect crystals to...
Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have freed a group of destructive masks known as the Elementals. The only way to stop the Elementals' destructive nature is to imprison them with the use of ancient crystals. Each elemental can be returned back to their hibernation state with a total of 5 crystals.
Put them back in their prison. So do you use the time twister? No, actually, Coco has made an invention that lets you do this. And apparently it's not going back in time. But, well, some things, Cortex's secret weapon is a guy named Crunch Bandicoot. Ultimate weapon. And with the elementals to power him, he'll be unstoppable. Yeah, that's pretty great! Yeah, what's with the whole crystal thing? I mean, you collect crystals because they're nice in the other games, but what's this? You have to get the guys?
Still gathering crystals? Old habits die hard, don't they? My days are being spent on something much more intriguing. Meet Crunch, my newest creation. This is the creature who keeps sabotaging your master plan? Ha! You gotta be kidding. I'll exterminate this field rat in no time. A testament to my true scientific genius. A real Bandicoot warrior. Unlike you, Crash. Oh well, we all make mistakes. Ta-ta for now.
So then you start collecting crystals, and then the first boss is the rock elemental mask. Crunch has rock power because of this. And then you continue, and the next boss is the water mask called Wawa.
Oh, wow! That's just bad. You know, wouldn't do that. Wouldn't name it.
So, then you fight him, and next is Pyro, the fire mask. And yeah, keep on collecting crystals, and you'll get to the air mask. And I think it's like a genie or something, I don't know. Wonderful. You defeat him, collect the last 5 crystals for some reason. I mean, there's only 4 masks.
Well, what are you talking about? Are you gonna capture Uka Uka too?
I don't know. So anyway, you do that, and then it's time for the final battle where all 4 masks fight you. And then, oh, that's it. That's just defeated, and Crunch is defeated. But then, Uka Uka says, haha, you don't have gems yet. I'm gonna have to go get the gems again. I mean, this is just getting so old.
Yeah, what is this?
So you get those gems, and then you fight him again, and then the space station is about to blow up after you defeat him, because Uka Uka accidentally did something or something, I don't know. Anyway, you have to escape, and suddenly Crunch says that the mind control has stopped, and he's not under control.
That annoying scientist doesn't have control over me anymore. Where is that pathetic twerp? There's no time for that now, Crunch.
Well, that's weird.
So then you escape in Coco's little space speeder thing or something.
Whoa, what the?
Yeah, and Crunch joins the family. This is so great.
Crash, Coco, Aku, I'm grateful to all of you. If it weren't for you, I'd still be under the control of Dr. Cortex.
Yeah, but what happens to Dr. Cortex? Well, the whole space station blows up.
Oh, this sounds like a little bit too much like something else I know. There isn't anybody named Chewbacca in this story, is there?
Will you stop it? And poor Cortex and Uka Uka get stranded in the middle of Antarctica.
You blended us in the middle of nowhere! Ouch! Whoa! No, wait! I can explain! Ah! I'll get my revenge, Crash Bandicoot! Just you wait!
And, well, that's how it ends.
That Cortex guy, he deserves it. You know, because what kind of sicko would have an N on his head? I mean, come on.
Well, I'm not bringing that back up again. In gameplay, and with new boxes, there's the invisible box, which lets you be invisible. Woo! Wait a minute. It lets you be invisible, and it also lets you go through laser beams.
Well, how does that work?
Yeah, so, are there any vehicles in this game? Well, actually, yes, there are. Yeah, so, take a drive? Yeah, let's take a drive. Oh, that sounds pretty nice. The wonderful Jeep, which lets you ride around. Then you get to fly a nice plane, like in the last game. And there's also this B-plane, which has a locking function. You'll also get to go deep sea diving again, and you get to have a submarine this time. This is so great. A new thing here is you actually get to play as Coco this time. It's not just like having a vehicle. You actually get to play as her, and she can like have her own actions and stuff, just like Crash. But the superpowers, she doesn't have many superpowers.
Whoa, superpowers!
Yeah, there's it's pretty much the same thing. They got double jump, super spin, bazooka, running shoes, but there's a new one. It's called tiptoe, and it lets you tiptoe on top of nitros.
Oh, okay.
If you do a little hunting, you'll be able to find the super belly flop too. It's hidden in the game somewhere. Also, you get to use a robot mech that Crash Bandicoot uses, but it kind of makes the whole this pointless because, I mean, if you have the bazooka, who needs that thing? It doesn't even let you double jump.
Yeah, okay.
Prototypes for Wrath of Cortex includes the Crash and Burn level. That was one of the first levels they invented for this game, and they actually spent a lot of time on it, and lots of stuff was cut out because it ended up just be one level in the whole game. Yeah, so right here are some pictures right here. Lots of stuff here was cut out from when the game was first being created. There's this picture that never appears in any of the levels. There's a sewer entrance or something. There is an old warp room. This old warp room was very strange. It was large, and the elementals' faces would just be so huge, and they would talk to you for some reason. It just was really weird, you know? See these?
Wow, that's just weird!
Yeah.
How do I get into these situations?
There was a harbor level. Right here you can see. And an old tornado alley. And probably the most demanding of all cut levels was the wonderful cut glider level, which took place outside of the thing in Wuthering Heights. You can see in this level outside, there's like you're inside a giant something. And Cortex used to wear a tuxedo for this game. Maybe it was like a special birthday or something fancy.
Yeah, fancy! I wish I could wear tuxedos, but I'm kind of like a man on bikes.
For versions for this game, for the Xbox version, Crash could always be seen with fur. It was very strange, but it had a nice furry effect.
Oh yeah, funny effect!
And for Japanese version, Aquak was still giving his hints, as usual.
What have I got? What have I got?
Yeah, so can we have a little celebration with cheese? Cause that'd be nice. Will you just stop it with the cheese? I don't have any cheese.
Oh come on! What are mushrooms?
No.